Hey, how are you guys doing today? I just wanted to come on here and talk about this Bumble fumble mess that's going on. So, if you've not heard, Bumble is a dating app, and the 4B movement is up and running. It's up and kicking, and men are feeling the heat from it. And not only men, but this dating app, they're probably feeling the fallback from women and how they're not really interacting with the app. So they put out this ad, and the ad clearly states it says that celibacy is not the answer. So basically, they know better than women what we should be doing with our bodies. And so they got called out on this from social media, all throughout social media. They got dragged as they should. First of all, I just feel like it's disingenuous to they put up a billboard to let everybody know to let women know that basically you don't know what you want. We know what you want, and celibacy is not the reason that it's not going to be the fix. But it is the fix. Women have spoken, and this is what women all over, including myself, because I've been celibate for a while now. We have chosen this, and the reason why I've chosen to be celibate is because of the slim pickings out there. And so let's look at this news article real quick. Let me just show you this news article. This ad right here. All right, so Bumble has fumbled quickly, working quickly fix the damage caused by an ad campaign that mocks the choice of celibacy and abstinence as a long-term dating solution. The company apologized for the blunder. It's not a blunder. Y'all made a choice to put this up there to literally, well, like it says here, mock our choices. Days after social media users began to criticize Bumble's new taglines online, people, particularly women, were quick to point out that the tone of the ads was anything but empowering, using shame to coerce women into getting back on the app. One user wrote, Bumble doing a campaign attempting to shame celibacy abstinence is an unserious way to tell the public y'all are nervous. Cindy Noir wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, it is also very offensive, a very offensive way to tell your female customers that you're profiting off their legs being open. I mean, here's the thing. You would think that they would adjust in some other type of way. Like if you did decide to still continue to date, here's how we're going to help you with the safety and protection piece. Here's how we're going to help you with vetting men a little bit more, maybe adding in a feature that runs background checks and gives you some information, public information about these people. But no, they don't want to do that. And here's one of the reasons why women are staying celibate is because, for one, women are being killed on these apps. Number two, a lot of women are being sexually assaulted or just harmed, or they're running into heartbreak, or they're running into men that are liars. I mean, all of these things are happening on these apps, and we're just it's just the common denominator is us and men are not on the same page. And so the best thing right now is for women to take time to heal. I mean, and truly heal, because that will be the best answer, and then get back out there, because I don't think that wasting each other's time is the answer. And women can be doing way more. We could be doing way more with our time when we already know that we're devoted to ourselves, and we're willing to put in the time and effort it takes to be in a committed relationship. And if that's with yourself, that's the best relationship to have, because if you can't be around yourself and you can't be with yourself 24 hours a day without, being in a situation where you are depressed, then you have a lot of work to do. And I don't think that that's where women are, but I think that that's where it can if we continue on this path, that's where we could all end up going, thinking that everything is our fault, because that's how the narrative or the conversation is always positioned, to where it's always women's fault. We're always the ones that is the problem. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go with that. Women are always a problem. We're always at fault. Let's just fall back and let's work on ourselves and let's heal. So let's finish the rest of this here. The taglines, which ran in commercial and billboards, were part of a larger transformation plan announced in February to bring people back to the app. But they're not listening to us. They're not listening to why we're leaving. It also cut 350 employees in an attempt to better align its operating model with future strategic priorities and to drive stronger operating leverage. Here's what we know. Bumble ad undermines a woman's choice. Others say it was just a bad ad. A majority of the people who have come across Bumble's new ad have posted about it online and pretty insulted by what the ad seems to insinuate. Others said the ad was just bad writing and that there's nothing controversial about it. It's controversial. It's controversial when you are at that point in your life where you are being gaslit, as if you don't know, as if you being in the dating pool and you knowing what's out there, and you making a choice because of the experiences that you had, and then just to say, oh no, that's not the answer. What you should do is continue doing what you were doing, even though it's not working. Like that right there is the problem. So let's get into some videos on here because let me share. Let me share this screen here. Hmm, here we go. Listen to this.
Just saw someone post about this new Bumble ad. I love how we're just skipping to the fucking point. Ladies, people of America, what you're doing is working and it's being noticed. You are a product being sold. And that is why I say it's either celibacy and not dealing with men at all, or it's dealing with people who can tangibly enrich your life.
Right.
You have value in a sexual and dating marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are going to hear me say that and think that I'm equating you assigning women value in a sexual and dating marketplace to them being a transactional thing or being a product to be sold. But at the end of the day, that's the way it is. So opt out. I'm all for everyone opting out. But if you must participate, make sure that you are getting more from that situation, more from dating than just promises, lies, and dick. Okay? I tagged the person who posted the original photo series below. You are valuable. Like it or not, when you start opting out, the whole world is going to fall the fuck apart. Don't
Exactly.
ever, ever, ever forget that. But just to reiterate, I think celibacy is the answer. Where we're at now, with the rights being rolled back, with everything, celibacy is the answer.
And I couldn't agree with her more. I think that right now the best solution for this problem, because it's not just about, it is about sex and it is about relationships and you giving up more than what you should be giving up. Because when women are entering into, a lot of us, when we're entering into relationships, we're not entering relationships just to give our bodies. We're giving up most of our being to an individual. And for men, they're only giving up their bodies. So it's not an even exchange there. It's not even close. It's not even close. And then not only are you giving up majority of your essence, you're also being asked to act like it doesn't matter, act like your feelings don't matter, act like you don't have feelings towards other people, because men want to be out there with each other, and they use women as, because they're deviants, they're degenerates at this point. They can't seem to have any discipline over their body, and so they don't want you to have any discipline over your body either. It's so disgusting. So let's look at this one here.
Our ads referencing celibacy were an attempt to lean into a community frustrated by modern day, and instead of bringing joy and humor, we unintentionally did the opposite. There was no joy or humor in those ads. Some
Right.
of the
It's not
perspectives we
funny.
heard were from those who shared that celibacy is the only answer when reproductive rights are continuously restricted, from others for whom celibacy is a choice, one that we respect, and from the asexual community from whom celibacy can have particular meaning and importance, which should not be diminished. We are also aware that for many, celibacy may be brought on by harm or trauma. For years, Bumble has passionately stood up for women and marginalized communities and their right to fully exercise personal choice. We didn't live up to these values with this campaign, and we apologize for the harm it caused. Let's get into what they're promising to do. We're removing these ads from our global marketing campaign. Bumble will be making a donation to the National Domestic Violence Hotline, among other organizations, as a part of our ongoing efforts to support the work being done around the world to support women, marginalized communities, and those impacted by abuse. Put your money where your mouth is. Good job. We will also be offering these partners this billboard space to display an ad of their choice for the duration of our reserved billboard time. Please keep speaking up and telling us how we can do better. We care about you and will always be here for you with love and sincere appreciation. Bumble. This is probably the best apology I've seen from a brand in a while. Acknowledging the harm caused, actually apologizing, and what plan you have in order to improve and do better. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Not Bumble out here.
Okay, so let's get into the comments. Okay, let's just look at what people are saying. I'm not watching people gobble up a Bumble apology from a disrespectful standpoint. We just leave, be better, and do better. I mean that's what it is. We've already made our decision. Like, let's not allow these shaming tactics. And I'm telling you, let me see who is Bumble CEO. Let's see what they. And you know what's so crazy is that they are women. Lydian Jones. Look at this. Lydian Jones is the CEO of Bumble, is a Brazilian American business executive and the former CEO of Slack, which, if you know, you know. Slack is pretty, I like Slack. Prior to leading Slack, Jones held executive positions at Salesforce, Sonos, and Microsoft. In January 2024, Jones will take over as CEO of Bumble, an online dating and social media site. But there's also, like, wow. Now, let me see. CEO, Bumble marketing. Oops. Director. I wonder if they're going to have Jennifer, another woman. You know what? You know what's so interesting is that women are selling women out. Women are selling women out. The Bumble executive team. Like, this is outrageous. But let's finish with these. Let's finish with the comments. Let me. Okay, so many ads lately that have been grossly out of touch. Like, why are these marketing professionals getting paid six figures to continuously drop the ball? I don't get it. Like, seriously, that's the issue. When you have that much money, you become out of touch with reality. I'm still not going back to Bumble. I refuse to be a commodity for them to profit from. They're removing ads and writing a check they'll use as a tax write off. Okay, are they really sorry? Hmm. Talk is cheap. I need someone to vet these said donations. Regardless, I'm never going on Bumble ever. It's a well written statement. However, it's too late. LOL. Actions speak louder than words, and they show their true colors with these ads. Yeah, I left a 1-star review in the Apple Store. I haven't used Bumblebee since 2014, and it was brief because I didn't like the format. No matter. These dating apps want us to stay single, though. Somebody hit the nail on the head. These dating apps want us to stay single. That's how they make their money. I can't see them changing that business model. This is why they're getting in the conversation. They like, look, just keep on dating these men who don't want anything out of the relationship but sex. Just keep doing it. Oh my gosh, use us being single is the only profitable to them if we actually use their apps. When we stop dating altogether, they suffer as indicated by this pathetic marketing. Right. Us being single and using the app, that makes them money. Because us being single and celibate does not make them any money. Not only does it make them not make them any money, They can't cross promote to us either because there's nothing to cross promote to. We unintentionally did the opposite. It felt 100% intentional. They absolutely knew what they were doing. Thanks for the apology. Never installing Bumble again. Okay, look, it looks like most of the women on here, on at least in these comments, are like, yeah, I don't want to hear Bumble. It's ridiculous that y'all this is how y'all feel about us. But it is what it is. I mean, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day, I won't be using Bumble. I mean, I think I've downloaded the app a long time ago. There's so many apps that I've downloaded and then never got back on there. So I mean, I'm sure I have some kind of random profile on there, but I don't use dating apps because I peeped game a long time ago. I'm like, these dating apps are just hookup apps. And I remember watching a documentary and on about a man that was preying on women, and he said that social media was the number one way that he found his victims. And so I was just like, well, in particular dating apps, not just regular social media, but just in particular dating apps. So I decided, um, yeah, no, this is not going to be the way to go. If I'm going to meet somebody, I want it to be in person. I wanted it to be out where I'm able to actually feel their vibe. I'm actually able to look into their eyes, and it's a natural situation, not a prep work type of deal. All right, y'all, I am finna get off of here. But what do y'all think about this whole Bumble mess? Are you going to be deterred from the 4B movement? Are 4B West? Are you going to allow this shaming tactic to work on you? Are you going to get back on Bumble or any other dating app because you feel lonely or because you feel like, well, men are going to change? Tell me what you guys think about this ad and tell me what you think about the 4B West movement. Get in the comments below. Bye.